him to send a message to his team.
Yeah, you're exactly right. I guarantee you this talk centers around cutting down on all of those points coming in the paint. They've got to show more resistance there.
And some changes here for the Warriors. Looney's checked in for Green. Iguodala comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Livingston in for Curry. Pick by West. Iguodala against Hill. Iguodala the pass to Livingston. Just 5 to shoot. Looking to end the drought.
Interior defense here early on. They have really shut down the middle.
And that's always your first priority defensively, Greg, and I think they're doing a nice job.
And it's the Pelicans with the ball. Here's Cole. The pass to Smooth. Another one falls for New Orleans.
And what a first year it was for Steve Kerr and the Warriors. It was the best debut as a new coach ever. 67 wins. He also established a franchise win total in his first year.
And they get it back. Tries again. This has got 10 points. Let's look at the energy stats. How the hustle game has been going for New Orleans.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight, and that also builds confidence and gives you momentum.
On our old partner, Steve Kerr also got a chance to coach the West All-Stars, and Greg, his record-setting debut season with the Golden State Warriors. Clark, he really hit a lot of big milestones early.
Well, none of us are surprised at his success.
No.
I mean, Steve will be the first to tell you it was because he was surrounded by excellent assistants. I mean, that's one of the underrated aspects. Of being a good coach is you've got to have a good staff, and Steve has that.
Excellent point. And oh, here we go. Hill, nobody back, rips down the breakaway slam.
And the offense has come together immediately. I mean, they're threatening to run away with this thing already.
Greg, it's hard to imagine they'll stay this hot for 4 quarters, but if they even approximate that, watch out.
Livingston, that's good.
And now that the seal is broken, maybe their shooting will start to improve.
Yeah, I don't think they really wanted to have as cold a start as they did, but maybe that'll break the ice and they'll move forward in fine fashion from here.
Here's Cole. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Clock at 6. Davis kicks to Hill. From deep. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
They're really struggling defensively, giving up too many easy buckets.
A great point. Really an embarrassing performance defensively, and the coaching staff can't be happy.
So it's the Warriors now. Livingston dishes to West. They set the screen. Thompson passes to Looney from 18 feet away. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Looney's got his first points of the night.
Well, he knew how many inches he had over the guy. I mean, let's face it, good decision to just rise up and take the jump shot.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. It's Davis on the wing. He's got 10. And it's New Orleans scoring again.
And they keep going down low with the ball and keep getting positive results.
Extremely positive. I mean, this is a very nice lead to have early in the ball game.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
And that's it for the first quarter in what's been a very lopsided game. Pelicans ahead, just dominating this one. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And Kevin Durant, former MVP, still feels like he has room to grow, and he gives us some insight into that philosophy.
I think it's another level I can go to. You know, always can be better. That's how I look at things. Teammates need me more than ever now. Coaches need more from me, so I got to dig deep and see where I can find it from.
Well, the will seems to be there, Greg, but Kevin Durant seems surrounded by uncertainty. Can he get that and stay healthy for the entire season? How does he work with his new coach? Where does he really want to be?
You know, the truth is, no one but Kevin knows the answers to those questions. And quite frankly, he may not know right now what those answers are. He's a very unique and introspective kind of guy, as we all saw when he accepted that MVP award a couple years ago. So let's just stay tuned on this one.
Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. And the Pelicans have been rolling right along, haven't they?
A lot of times, the team that owns the paint is going to come away with the victory, and that's what they've done here thus far.
Yeah, why change the plan until they make you? And that's where they should continue to attack moving forward, going inside.
Livingston is out there with Curry, and it's Durant, and it's Green, and it's Pachulia in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the Warriors 5. And for Norris Cole, such an important role player, Greg, for Miami for a number of seasons. Last year, shooting percentages dipped, and that is one of the reasons why he was probably traded to New Orleans.
Yeah, and a lot of that, I think, had to do with somebody dipping out of town.
Yeah.
LeBron James, that would probably change the quality of your shots. But both figures did go up dramatically once he got to New Orleans. And remember, now he's playing with another great player in Anthony Davis.
Here's Cole. Kevin Durant picking up that last basket. And Asha kicks to Cole. There's the feed to Cunningham. Asha dishes to Moore.
And I like the job they've done with working the basketball. They've been moving and getting quality shots.
And, Greg, their field goal percentage reflects that. I mean, they've been the much better team shooting the ball. And you know me, shooting percentage, always a function of shot selection.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
For New Orleans, they've gone a nice 3 of 3 to start the second. With this pause in the action, let's show you the teams that have scored the most points in the league last season. The Warriors, number 1.
Yeah, number 1 in the league in terms of points per game a season ago. They play as a team, just really unselfish in terms of their brand of basketball.
Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Ashik with a screen on Curry. Cole the pass to Ashik. Feeds to Cole. New Orleans. 5 to shoot. Cunningham kicks to Pondexter. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
The D just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part. And really, the Warriors had an amazing regular season last year. Just from a historical standpoint, it was one of the best ever.
And Cole kicks to Ashik. The dish now to Moore. Screen by Ashik. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
Plain one-hand flush. I love it.
Clark, I think he got a few more inches on his vertical by going with the spike.
Yeah, the one hand lets you get up higher.
No doubt about it. At least it looks like that from this angle.
And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention. And for the Warriors last year, they would end the season with 67 wins. That number, Clark, tying for the 6th best win total in NBA history.
And my guess is only a few people saw it coming. I mean, and as the season wore on, it became more and more apparent that the Warriors were for real, but it took a while for people to accept that fact.
Here's Cole. Passes it to Cunningham. Pondexter dishes to Moore. Kicks to Cunningham. Screen by Ashik. Cole the pass to Ashik. Here's Cunningham, and it's New Orleans scoring again.
You know, one aspect of their play today that's really been tight and far superior is their passing.
And that kind of flow can be elusive, but the great offenses have it, and that's just what they've shown here tonight.
Now here's Moore. He feeds it to Cole. Knocked away. From the baseline. Green with the block. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green. Thompson, he's checked in for Sean Livingston. And a change for the Pelicans. Agins is checked in. Down to 5 on the shot clock. That's good. Cole's got his second basket of the night.
They ran that inbounds play perfectly there to get the quick hitter.
Green left side. There's the pick. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. New Orleans has gotten both of their 3-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. Steph Curry does so many things well, Clark, on the floor, but one area he had struggled with was turning the ball over.
Yeah, and after a slow start, Kevin, to the year in the turnover department, Curry was able to slowly right the ship.
The Warriors have gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting. And Thompson kicks to Curry. 3-on-3. Here's Moore. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. Moore's got 5 now.
Wow, the floor just really opened up for him on that possession.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for good offense, but that was just a terrible reaction from the defense.
Now here's Thompson. 5 points in the game. And there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
Still trailing, but their offense is off life support here in the second quarter. It's got a pulse.
Good point, Clark. They're starting to make some shots, looking to try and get back in this one.
Here's Cole. 6 points for him. And it's the Warriors on the break. And there's Thompson. That's good on the assist by Curry. And it's 9 points for Klay Thompson.
And started hot, and he's only gotten hotter.
And Cole kicks to Agins. Moore against Curry. Here's Agins. And Curry pulls it down.
Yeah, but you have to love that tough interior defense.
And, Greg, that's exactly what he gives you. I mean, he's constantly making his presence felt around the rim.
Cole dishes to Usher. And here is Pondexter. Lets it go from deep. Cole's shot is good. Cole's got 9. There's 49 seconds left here in the second. Outside Curry. Now Thompson. 11 points in the game. He dishes it to Pachulia. Here's the 3, and another 3 for Golden State.
Tit for tat right there, huh, guys?
Didn't take him long at all, fellas, to get those 3 points back.
Cole, the pass to Ajinça. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. He kicks it to Cole. 6 on the shot clock. High post try, and it's New Orleans scoring again.
Wow, got that one off right in the face of the big fella. Nice quick fire release.
Yeah, and the mid-range shot really the only option in that situation. Sometimes when you're facing a bigger guy, you can't get it all the way to the rim.
Curry's shot is good.
That is some real serious dime dropping there. Exquisite assist.
And through one half, it hasn't even been close. New Orleans away with it. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Guys, I'm here with Steph Curry. And, Steph, what has the problem been defensively?
We're a step late, I think. And, they made tough shots. We can't take away from that. But for the most part, we have to find a way to guard that line if they're knocking down shots to keep them out the game.
Steph, thanks for the time. Guys, over to you.
All right, Doris, thank you. And we'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. And an exciting time of the year as the first game of the regular season is halfway through. A tremendous game we're seeing from Anthony Davis. He had 12 points, 3 rebounds, and 1 assist. Kenny, your thoughts, how the Pelicans are playing?
Well, the bench came in and helped them run away with this one. Tremendous job of getting loose, getting open, and drilling shots. You always want that spark off the bench, and these guys delivered.
Shaq, how'd you think the Warriors were playing?
Ernie, I'm going to hit you with some Spanish. Reason number uno why they're being blown out is their poor reboundion. Is that right? Reboundion? I don't know. Rebounding, whatever, however you say it. They're just not battling. Where's the fight? They've had way too many one-and-done possessions. Time to crank up the effort, Ernie.
That's going to do it for now as the second half is just about ready to get started. We'll see you later.
Well, we're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third.
Davis playing very well. He has 12 points and also an assist. He's been putting it up, and it's been going down 100% from the floor.
And, Clark, I just love the supreme focus with which he's playing.
Last year, the Pelicans, Greg, pushed their way into the postseason. It was a neck-and-neck battle for that number 8 spot, as you recall, with the Oklahoma City Thunder.
And how about the excitement down the stretch? They were able to edge out the Thunder and Russell Westbrook on that just point binge down the stretch there. And what a final day that was. A big, huge win over the Spurs let them get into the postseason for the first time under the Pelican moniker.
So for New Orleans right now, Jordan is out there with Anthony Davis. Then it's Norris Cole. Then there's Hill. And it's Smooth in a point guard. Here is Davis after the made shot from Klay Thompson. And Davis gets it to go. Davis has got 14.
And as you said, I mean, New Orleans made the playoffs for the first time under the name Pelicans. Unfortunately for them, they ran into the Warriors in the first round and were promptly swept away. Excellent feed from Steph Curry.
Here's Cole. He's covered by Thompson. Davis, and that one is hammered home.
That's leadership. Really, really valuable to have someone who can just take charge like he has.
Well, there's a certain amount of confidence you have when the ball is in his hands at that end of the floor right now. I mean, he just gives you a sense of calm and confidence because of how good he is.
And thinking back to the Pelicans' playoffs from last year, let a 20-point lead slip away in that fourth quarter of Game 3, but they played better than a sweep and got valuable postseason experience for that young roster.
Here is Davis following the basket by Stephen Curry. Good on the shot.
3 for 3, and that's always a good way to start the second half.
They've been very untidy with the ball here. You commit turnovers when you try to do too much or you force it. They need to focus on making the simple play, good passes, and moving the ball around.
While we have the time, let's take a look at last season's best transition teams. The Warriors, number 1.
Do they love to run? I mean, nobody did it better. They would get out in the lanes and push the ball even after makes.
And the Warriors with possession here. Pass to Pachulia. Hill against Durant. Lets it go from 14. And it's Golden State with another.
You know, it's hard not to think of great shooting when you think of Kevin Durant. What he's really worked on over the past few years, though, is his playmaking. He's averaging 4 to 5 assists a game these days. Impressive.
Pick up by Hill. Now here's Davis. He's got 16. Shot clock at 5. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. David, it's something we've seen Jordan do. It's something we've seen Kobe, master. It helps those guys win championships.
Yeah, scoring yourself is great, but when you're trying to win rings, you have to trust and believe in others. And at this point in Kevin's career, he's all about that ring.
Boy, this defense is getting eaten up on the inside, guys, giving up far too many free runs to the rim.
And they haven't been able to return the favor with their offense in the paint because that has not been up to par. Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
Now here's Curry. He's got 8. Pachulia, good.
Boy, he picked him out brilliantly with that feed inside.
New Orleans has gotten on a roll from three-point land. They've been flawless. 6 for 6 tonight. To the middle. Here's Hill. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Hill's got 7.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Yeah, high percentage shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts, and that's just not going to get it done. They have got to figure it out.
Now here's Thompson. 13 points in the game. From 13, and the Warriors tack on 2 more.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you'd think his team would have the lead.
They set the screen. And Cole kicks to Davis. Pass to Cole. And it's New Orleans scoring again.
His shooting has been outstanding here. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Green with a screen for Thompson. Dishes it to Pachulia. Outside Curry. Shakes off the strong D and gets the bucket for 2. Curry's got 10 points.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over. And with the way the Warriors went on a rampage last year, you knew that Alvin Gentry would be in demand, was the architect behind the Warriors' offense, is one of the best offensive minds in our league.
The Warriors have gone 9 of 10 on their attempts in the third quarter. That is 90% from the field. What a roll they're on. And he drops it in from the low post. Curry's got 6 points in the quarter.
And that's his strong suit, the ability to find his way through the D and finish at the rim.
Cole dishes to Davis. Over to the left wing. Here's Smooth. And that one falls coming off of Davis's feed. Davis has got 4 assists in the game.
I tell you what, fellas, we're seeing some really good ball moving out there.
Definitely. 10 of their last 12 points have come off assists. And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
And the basket by Hill.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And, Greg, you know nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
Now here's Curry. He's got 12. It's deflected. Here's Smooth. On the wing, Hill. New Orleans moving it around. Here's Cole, defended by Durant. Cole, the pass to Davis. Wow, that makes him a perfect 10 for 10, double-digit perfection.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They really are, and their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist.
Up top, Curry. On the wing, Green. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
Hello. I mean, that's what I call a move.
That is some artistry. Greg, you're right. On his way to the basket, he was soaring.
Hey, bump the move. How about the finish? That's right, fella. Bang that thing.
And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. The Pelicans on top, delivering the blowout. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Oracle Arena in Oakland, California. And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. Here is Livingston. We've got Looney. Dawkins is out there with Livingston. Then there's West. And it's Iguodala in at the small forward position. That's the Warriors' 5. That's good. Looney's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Warriors.
Well, I tell you what, I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders. They're not getting the job done.
That's a great point. 10 of the last 12 points they've allowed have come at the rim.
There's Galloway, and the jam by Ajinça.
And ran his man straight into the screen and got a clear path to the bucket.
That is how it is done.
Excellent team play there on the pick, and then he rips it down.
West gets the bucket.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
And, Greg, you know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
And it's the Pelicans with the ball. Moore with it. Ajinça kicks to Moore. 4 on the clock. And so it looks like the Pelicans will retain possession here.
Welcome, fans, to the FIBA World Tournament.
A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. A nice shot by Pondexter. Golden State's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3-ball here. Here is Livingston. The pass to Dawkins. There's the feed to Livingston. The dish to West. Out to the right wing. Fires the 3. And another 3 for Golden State.
And no matter who it is, that kind of D isn't going to get it done.
Galloway kicks to Cunningham.
Oh, look, league business clearly doing well. Franchises values are skyrocketing, and a new TV deal kicking in next season as well. It represents the largest expansion of league revenues in history.
Two on the clock. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. And the NBA's TV deal paying about 3 times as much per year as the previous deal.
And it's changing the math as far as the salary cap and contract negotiations go. For the fans out there, don't get sticker shock. The players expect to share in these revenues.
Here is Livingston. And the shot is good.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence.
Galloway with the bucket.
You know, a good job by the defender of not getting fooled by the step back, but he still got the shot to fall.
And the call will be against Galloway. That's his first foul.
And something that's been whispered about around the NBA is expansion. We know there are some markets that want desperately to have an NBA team. The NBA might not be at 30 teams for the foreseeable future.
The Pelicans making a switch here. Douglas is checked in. West can't hit.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
They get a hand on it. Passes it to Looney. And he misses the fast break layup.
Oh, that's a golden opportunity to finish on the break, and he blows it.
Yeah, at this level, you got to make that shot. It's plain and simple. You got to knock that one down.
Well, there are markets in the U.S. that want an NBA team. Seattle, which has been a great NBA friend, has been trying to get a team back since the Sonics left for Oklahoma City.
Clearly, Seattle's the lead name domestically. The NBA has also talked about adding a European division. A lot of different options for expansion. Don't think any will be acted on anytime soon, though.
And they seem to have gotten something out of almost every possession. Their defense has been just as good, just a tremendous performance all the way around.
Yeah, and they're doing it in hostile territory, too. I mean, don't forget about that part of it, which makes it even more important.
And a nice 1-2 punch there, guys. Great defensive play and great basket in transition.
Aggressive play, attacking basketball, on the attack, full throttle. I love it.
And the Pelicans with possession here, following the miss by David West. Here is Cunningham, and he's covered by Dawkins. And then Cunningham with the dunk.
Tell you what, he's not an easy guy to stop when he's got his sight on the rim.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
Did he just go chop there with that one-hand tomahawk slam?
Here is Livingston to end the run. Misses in close.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Andre Iguodala. That is his first foul of the game.
And, you know, the NBA loves to experiment with different rules in different ways. The D-League last season used international rules for goaltending. And that small change makes a huge impact on the defensive end.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State, Durant comes in for Andre Iguodala. And it's Kim English in for Dawkins. And the Pelicans also making a change. And Anthony Davis is checked in for Tony Douglas.
A one-man show offensive. And that's almost always good news for his team.
Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
Looney, and the Warriors miss again. And for the international rules of goaltending, players are allowed to touch the ball after it hits the iron, even if it is over the cylinder.
I'm not sure if the NBA is going to adapt that rule, but I think it wouldn't be a big deal to adapt it because there aren't a lot of times that play happens in the game. I think it would be a small percentage of those plays over the course of the season.
Now here is Davis in a big-time jam right there.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
And he's really trying to get them back into it, but the results just have not been there. And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Pelicans.
Agreed, Steve. And guys, the fast break was run, I thought, beautifully all night by these guys. Clark, I think that was a big part of their success.
I love the way they scored fast break points tonight here. It was a key factor in coming out on top.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
Greg, I don't think it'll play out quite that simply, though. The team coming out on the losing end of Game 1 is just that much more motivated to get even in Game 2 and 3. So I think the edge goes to the losing team.
And what a huge standout performance it was for Davis. He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
Man, I don't know what happened right there. He just basically walked out of bounds.
Langston Galloway's checked in for more.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
And here are the Pelicans. Another one falls for New Orleans.
Well, if it wasn't out of reach, it is now, thanks to that last little spurt.
And why put the brakes on now? I just say keep on letting it fly.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here is Livingston, and it's out of bounds to the Pelicans.
And that's just another mistake. I mean, they've got it on autopilot, and they look totally dejected.
"16 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. Feeds it to Durant. And it's out of bounds, and they say it was last touched by Durant.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Here's Galloway. He cans that one.
And you can hear the disappointment in the crowd tonight. But we saw a team that was just ready to do battle in this arena. They clearly wanted this road win.
Crystal clearly. They came in here determined to steal this game, Greg. Their effort level, I thought, was outstanding, and they just took care of business.
So we see the Pelicans taking the W here. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, Anthony, certainly a great win here tonight. What was the key to what this team is doing right now when you guys are playing like this?
Yeah, we just got to play aggressive. And we just did that in the second half. It started in the first quarter when we came out. Our offense was clicking, but most important, our defense was clicking. And then when you do that, it's hard to beat us.
Stay aggressive, Anthony. Thank you so much, guys.
Doris, thank you as always. And that'll do it for the first game of the NBA season. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching. And we send you now over to Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we get a chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Anthony Davis. He had no problem getting back into a shooting rhythm to start the second half, nailing all 4 of his first 4 field goals. Shaq, your thoughts?
The one thing you know about Davis is that he's always going to play with an insane amount of energy. It's always full speed ahead with him, and we saw that tonight. Offensively, he plays as well as anyone.
He was dead on from the field tonight, guys. I'd call his performance economical because there was no wasted opportunities. He took advantage of every good look he got. I mean, everything he put up was going in.
And that's it for our broadcast here tonight. But we're just getting started on a new season in the NBA. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you again soon.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to another exciting broadcast of the NBA on 2K Sports. It's the Phoenix Suns facing the New Orleans Pelicans. So the Pelicans win the tip. So the opening lineup for the Suns. Nash out there with Smooth. Then there's Marion. Then it's Stoudemire. And it's Hunter in at the center. Now here's Moore. Jordan the screen. The pass to Davis. Uncovered. And that misses badly. Air ball. Out of bounds. New Orleans will take possession. The Phoenix Suns come into this one after the win against the Nuggets. Johnson the screen. Here's Cole, defended by Nash. Cole dishes to Jordan. Moore with it. And it's Jordan. That time on the assist from Moore. Jordan's got the first points up on the board here for the Pelicans.
You can now be seated.
Nash outside. Over to the wing. Fires the three. No good. So the Pelicans will take it the other way. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with San Antonio.
And you don't have to go too deep into the box score to figure out why they lost that one. They just had an inability on that day to make shots.
You know, sometimes we talk about a defense getting into the heads of the opposing players, Greg, but that night they got up in their own heads. Just got in their own way and couldn't get out of it.
And here's Nash after the three-pointer from Joe Johnson. It's Nash with the drive. That's good.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
Here's Cole. Davis sets a screen. Phoenix grabs the miss.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
It's Marion with the drive. The shot's good from Stoudemire. Stoudemire's got his first 2 points of the night.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
And Cole kicks to Davis. Johnson against Marion. Davis sets a screen. Moore passes to Davis. Good work defensively by Stoudemire. Nash against Moore to the wing right side. And it's Marion in the corner. Knocks down the three ball. Marion's got his first 3 points of the game.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
Johnson outside. He feeds it to Moore. Jordan the screen. And the Pelicans miss again.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
The wide open look here for Marion. No good on the triple. The Pelicans trail. Kicks to Cole. Pass to Davis. New Orleans moving the ball around. Now the dish to Moore. Just 5 to shoot. He kicks it to Jordan. And just miss after miss right now.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
Marion against Johnson. Marion outside. Back to Nash. Wing shot on the way. Offensive rebound.
You know, guys, if he does his work early, he knows when he gets in a good position, his size gives him a big edge on the glass.
Here's Johnson. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Marion's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Smooth. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. And there's the feed to Stoudemire. Cole with the rebound.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there, and I'm sure he appreciated it.
Now here's Moore. Outside, Davis. Dishes it to Jordan. Davis kicks to Cole. And that one falls, coming off of Davis's feed. It's a tie ball game.
Wow, risky shot there size-wise, but the incredible skill that he possesses allows that one to go.
Well, the quick high release negated any height disadvantage he had right there.
Here's Hunter. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Just the height separation on that mid-range jumper. Excellent job of taking advantage. Yeah, it's got to be concerned with all the missed shots here, and every team goes through cold streaks. You just got to figure out a way to stay productive.
And the best way to do that when you're missing shots is to get to the foul line. Be aggressive, get to the foul line, and knock down some of those freebies, and the tide can turn for you.
Big group substitution here for New Orleans. Omer Ashi, he's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Solomon Hill comes in for Joe Johnson. Quincy Pondexter, he's checked in for Ejuan Moore. And Tony Douglas is subbed in for Cole. A big group substitution here for Phoenix. Dante Cunningham's checked in for Hunter. Richardson comes in for Sean Marion. Jackson, he's checked in for Smooth. And Nash is subbed in for Nash. Now here's Douglas. Can't convert after the good screen. 1:36 left here in the opening quarter. Nash kicks to Cunningham. Outside Jackson. Stoudemire, the screen. Jackson dishes to Stoudemire, and he gets it to go.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
Luke Cabot, he's checked in for Anthony Davis. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Suns.
And so far, these guys have done a fantastic job finding the open man and getting some easy baskets.
They've established their presence in the paint tonight. Also, a lot of their scoring to this point coming from down low.
Here's Pondexter. Pass to Ashik. 1:09 left in the first. Douglas the pass to Babbitt. That's in, coming off a nice assist from Douglas. Babbitt's got his first points of the game.
And I like how he draws the attention on the inside and then the nice little kick out in rhythm for the jumper.
And Nash, here we go. Stoudemire in the post. Kicks it out to Richardson. Feeds it to Cunningham. Here's Stoudemire. Ashik pulls it in.
Usually if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
Pondexter kicks to Hill. Passes it to Douglas. Screen by Ashik. Hill drives in. That's good. Now just a 1-point Phoenix lead.
That's an impressive spin move there, Kevin. I wasn't expecting him to show handles like that.
Douglas against Nash. Down low, Richardson. Great pass to set up the lay-in. And the Suns lead by 3.
Done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball into the paint.
Clearly, they've been the aggressors thus far when it comes to attacking the interior. in this first half.
And still a close.
Come on, New Orleans, your Pelicans.
And so far, it's been a closely contested game as we get the second quarter up and going. And taking a look at the Suns' performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Anytime you can get to the rim consistently early in the game, it allows you to get into a good rhythm offensively.
It really does. I mean, it's a lot easier to get buckets inside. That's elementary, and they've done that through one.
Suns leading by 3. On the court for the Suns, they've got Quentin Richardson. Jackson is out there with Nash. Then it's Cunningham, and it's Hunter in at the 5, patrolling the paint. Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
And there's the pass to Cole. Joe Johnson on the wing, guarded by Marion, and that one's good. Johnson's got the second quarter going with the first basket of the period for the Pelicans. Phoenix with the ball. And taken away by Johnson. And now here's Johnson, the fast break chance. Moore with the bucket.
The defense to start and ignite that play was terrific, and I love the fact that they attacked early in the shot clock.
And really look for them now to be even more aggressive on the defensive side. Try to come up with a few more steals.
Hunter. No good. New Orleans in the lead. Joe Johnston on the wing. Richardson covering. Johnson against Richardson. Shot clock at 6. Fires it up. And it's New Orleans scoring again.
Boy, what a significant turnaround here in the second quarter, after only making 40% from the field in the first.
Knocked loose. It's stolen by Johnson. Fast break. Here they come. Second quarter of basketball. Just over a minute and a half played. And it's New Orleans scoring again.
They've really flipped things around offensively.
Yeah, and anytime you can make more than half of your shots, you'll take that.
And taken away by Johnson. And pushing it up. Here's New Orleans. Johnson's got the ball.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end. That's losing basketball.
Especially when you can't afford to give up any buckets. That's a nice lead now.
That's tipped. It's stolen by Hill. And up the floor again for New Orleans. Running the court.
Well, there's hot guys, and then there's really hot. They just can't miss.
You know, Greg, sometimes you'll see an individual guy go on a shooting tear like this, but the whole squad, wow.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix.
And really just trying to take the wind out of their sails here, I think. You know, they're on the wrong end of a run and need to just kind of exhale.
Yeah, sometimes you just need to stop the bleeding. Things were starting to spiral completely out of control, and I think a timeout was a no-brainer there. Well, you know, we're far enough away from the 2013 draft where we can start to get a feel for just how strong it was. I mean, the initial feeling was it was a weak draft, but there have been some gems coming out of it of late.
Some changes for New Orleans. Anthony Davis is checked in for Solomon Hill. Barbosa comes in for Ejuan Moore. And Langston Galloway subbed in for Cole. Smooth checked in for Phoenix. And it's Nash in the corner. Marion setting the pick for Nash. Looking to end the run. The shot no good. And it's the Pelicans taking it the other way. Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Kevin, in that last break, I listened to the Suns coach address his team. He said very simply, let's open things up and let's keep them open. Let's keep gunning and get the defense on its heels. Well, Coach not wasting any time in tweaking the game plan. We'll see if it makes a difference as we approach halftime, Kevin.
Great. Thanks for the report, Doris. All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for the Pelicans.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And also, how about the fact defensively they're getting that backboard and getting... down in transition, especially in this first half. No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
New Orleans making a switch here. Pondexter's checked in. New Orleans leading by 14. Galloway with the bucket. Galloway's got 4 points now in the quarter.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
Just no resistance on the interior.
The Pelicans, another fast break opportunity here. And the shot is good. And the Pelicans lead by 18.
Those defenders look like they're out of gas. I mean, they're getting pushed around on the...
They've given up 3 straight buckets in the paint.
Timeout called. The Suns. Amari Stoudemire. He's checked in for Phoenix. Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
Pelicans leading by 18. Here's Galloway. 6 points for him. Jordan the screen. Galloway the pass to Davis. Jordan with the screen on Nash. Barbosa kicks to Pondexter. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2. Pondexter's got his first points of the night. That's good, and so Galloway with the assist.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
There's the screen. Nash dishes to Marion to stop the drought, and Davis pulls it down.
And, you know, you can feel the desperation right now. They're starting to lose their composure offensively.
Yeah, it's palpable, Greg. I mean, clearly, you can see the frustration. And it's understandable. I mean, right now, they're on the wrong side of a big run.
And the Suns making a change here. Nash is checked in. Here is Davis. They have a 22-point lead. It's the most they've led by.
And the big lead becomes bigger. They are playing with purpose here tonight, guys.
And they're doing it at both ends of the floor. I mean, that's what you like, action from both ends of the court.
No one around, and he sinks the layup. Davis has got 5 points now this quarter.
Another pass put right into the shooter's pocket, right in the shooting pocket for a terrific assist. They've done a lot of that today.
And it's something we haven't seen much of at the opposite end of the floor. Yeah, too many easy buckets coming from inside, and I think he wants to make that a point of emphasis.
I would certainly think so. I mean, if they keep giving up those kinds of easy looks inside, they'll be in big trouble.
1:49 left in the first half of basketball. Stoudemire's gone 2 of 5 from the floor. The drive by Jordan, and that one's good. Jordan's got his second bucket of the night.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
It really is. 5 out of 6 of their last field goals have come from the paint.
Marion against Davis with the fadeaway. That one goes. Count it. Davis has got 8.
And they've done a great job of just keeping the pressure up on the scoreboard.
And that's why they're starting to pull away. I mean, not becoming conservative at all, just adding to the lead. I love seeing a team do that.
And where would these guys be without all the easy points off these turnovers?
Boy, it's made matters a lot easier for them offensively, Greg.
52 seconds left in the first half. And Nash, here we go. Here's Stoudemire. No good. And they can't put an end to this drought.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Now Davis. He's got 8. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
What a big-time mismatch it's been in the post. Where's the defensive adjustment? They're getting housed down there.
Yeah, something's got to change. A double team, maybe a substitution, but this is getting out of hand.
A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Omer Ashe, he's checked in for Jordan. Solomon Hill comes in for Quincy Pondexter. Moore is checked in for Leandro Barbosa. And Tony Douglas is subbed in for Langston Galloway. And then for Phoenix, Ante Cunningham's checked in for Marion. And it's Jackson in for Smooth. Kicks it out to Richardson. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Stoudemire.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
And it's Moore penetrating. That's in, coming off an ice assist from Doug. Moore's got 4 this quarter.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Yeah, and they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here.
Cunningham. Ashe pulls it in. With 2 seconds left.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was 1 step late that time, Greg.
The Pelicans shooting their second and third shots at the line right here.
And 72% on the year. I'm sure they'd like to improve that category.
You know, their percentages dropped off just a little bit compared to last year, guys, but it's not a huge drop-off, so no major concern.
And so Moore nails both of them. A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. New Orleans on top, just dominating this one. From New Orleans, back in a moment. Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback.
Johnson, just superb game. He's got 11 points, and he's played the role of the pest today, too. I mean, he's caused a bunch of turnovers.
And it also tells you just how high his basketball IQ is. I mean, seeing plays develop before anyone else does on the court.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. Setting the floor now for the Pelicans. Johnson is out there with Davis. Then it's Norris Cole. Then there's E'Twaun Moore. And it's Jordan in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
It's as if the defense just let him go.
He'll thank them for that because he got a chance to perform a little razzle-dazzle on that one.
And it's a defensive 3-second violation. The Suns have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line. And so he hits the technical free throw. So for the Pelicans, Ashe comes in for Anthony Davis. And it's Pondexter in for Johnson.
Quincy Pondexter.
Here's Smooth. Pelicans pull it in.
Well, they've only got a slight edge in rebounding when you look at the numbers, but it certainly feels a lot bigger than it is.
Yeah, the score has a lot to do with that. Their overall effort and execution has been elite.
That's tipped. And Nash gets double teamed. Stoudemire up top. And it's Marion in the corner. Here's Hunter. And it doesn't even draw iron. The Phoenix Suns come into this one after the win against the Nuggets in Denver. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
That's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
Well, you know, he loves the chance to get out and run, and we could see right there why he does.
The Pelicans, another fast break opportunity.
Quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
And that last replay courtesy of Kia. Suns moving the ball around, and it's out of bounds to the Pelicans.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
New Orleans making some changes here. Solomon Hill, he's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. And Tony Douglas is subbed in for Moore.
Tony Douglas.
And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. And here's Douglas. 13 feet away. And it's New Orleans scoring again.
From that in-between range, they've been the much better team.
Well, when you knock down jumpers like that, it opens everything else up as well.
And pushing it up, here's New Orleans. Finished off the break. Douglas has got 4 points this quarter.
And from an offensive standpoint, they have just been stellar.
Yeah, really good. I mean, extremely well coached, fluid, efficient. Man, it's been a lot of fun to watch. The points just keep piling up because they've been such a well-oiled machine.
And all of a sudden, you can see the confidence overflowing offensively.
Getting everything to drop and at an ideal time. I mean, they're poised for a terrific crunch time run here.
Nash drawing the double team. 5 on the clock. Phoenix, no good that time either.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
And Cole kicks to Ashik. They set the pick. The tray. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
They've really come out of halftime with the eye of the tiger. Plenty of fire in their eyes and tremendous focus and intensity.
Knocks it loose. And New Orleans pushing it up now. The big dunk at the end of the break.
What an incredible run they're on right now. Offense as well as I've ever seen it played.
Every single guy on their team with the absolute Midas magic touch, shooting the lights out here.
The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
Oh, and here's Douglas all alone. Good, the assist goes to Hill. Douglas has got 8 points. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for New Orleans.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
Yeah, but also, they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long.
Outside Hill. With the shot, and it's New Orleans scoring again.
The shooting percentage continues to elevate here in the second half.
Well, as a group, they've been harmonic since the break. In sync. Good team basketball, resulting in high-quality shots.
Throws down the breakaway jam.
And they've looked terrific in transition today. That's had a lot to do with their success.
Boy, it certainly has. I mean, they've done a really good job recognizing anytime they've had the numbers advantage, and then they've taken advantage. We've seen it time and time again here.
Luke Babbitt, he's checked in for the Pelicans. Etuan Moore comes in for Norris Cole. And the Suns here with a different look. Dante Cunningham's checked in for Hunter. Richardson comes in for Sean Marion. Jackson, he's checked in for Smooth. And it's Nash in for Steve Nash. And it's out of bounds to the Pelicans.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
New Orleans making some changes here. Anthony Davis comes in for Omer Ashik. And it's Barbosa in for Tony Douglas. Davis with the bucket.
These defenders look overmatched right now, especially inside.
Well, they've given up 10 of the last 12 points from close range. So I'd have to agree with you, partner.
Stoudemire with a screen on Barbosa. Nash the pass to Stoudemire. Kicks it out to Richardson. Stoudemire right side. No good. They had a chance to end the run there.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, Greg, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough. But that's how you win games.
And how many extra possessions have they gotten because of that rebounding edge?
Well, it's been a bunch, and I think it's made the difference in the game. I mean, they've actually done a great job on the board.
Davis against Stoudemire. 4 on the shot clock. Outside, Davis. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for the Pelicans. We've got 28 seconds left to play in the third.
Let's hear it for your Pelicans!
Welcome. Sports fans, thanks for joining us. And it's time for NBA basketball on 2K Sports. We'll see the New Orleans Pelicans and the Miami Heat. We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. So for New Orleans right now, Johnson is out there with Anthony Davis. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. Then it's Norris Cole. And it's Moore in at the 2. Now here's James. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Fellas, that two-hand monster slam was vicious.
I don't think there was anyone, and I mean anyone, that could have stopped him on that one.
I tell you what, I'm glad they didn't try, because somebody might have got their feelings hurt.
And so it's the Heat hitting on the board first. Knocked loose. Moore dishes to Davis. It's hauled in by the Heat. On up the court. And Wade slams it in.
You know, that's a case there, Kevin, of him making a pass to a spot, and then he let his teammate run right into it. Well executed.
Here's Cole. Let's go to Doris Burke, who spoke with head coach Alvin Gentry.
He talked about the impact of opposing big man Andrew Bogut, saying, there just aren't that many 7-footers with his kind of game. A great interior defender first and foremost. We can't get tunnel vision when we attack the rim. He's got size and strength, and we can't allow him to bully us for offensive rebounds. Let's see if they can keep Bogut from having a big game, guys.
And as always, Doris, thank you. Now, here's Wade. And he can't jam it through. And so here is New Orleans. 4-point game.
And listen, you have to take advantage of the freebies. And on that night, they did not. And that is why they just could not recover.
Exactly. I mean, they left too much cheese at the foul line. And in the end, it mattered on the scoreboard and cost them.
Ray Allen, he's checked in for Miami. And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. Bosch, the screen. Wasted no time on that one. Allen's got himself on the board with 3 there.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
And it's out of bounds. The Heat will take it the other way.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
It's been a quick start for Miami. The drive by Wade and the foul called on Anthony Davis. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
Allen outside. Fires from the line. Good. Allen's got 5 now.
They've been hot here early, dropping them in left and right.
Rolling, rolling, rolling. We'll see how long they can keep it going.
It's stolen by Wade. Ball going up court, and slam dunk by Allen.
And really, these teams don't even look like they belong on the same court today.
I don't think they do, based on what we've seen, a double-digit lead, and we're still in the first. Ouch, that's painful.
Here's Cole after the Heat pick up 2. And it's the Heat on the break. Here's Bosch, and he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
On the road and hungry for a win against an Eastern Conference rival, the Indiana Pacers are ready to go. Bringing you another edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan.
Get a nice clean game, huh?
Certainly some confidence for Indiana with the win in their last matchup against Milwaukee. That was a great game for them, getting their first win in the season series.
And even in hostile territory, as they were that day, they had no jitters at all. I mean, the confidence kept growing as the shots kept falling.
And they were falling big time. I mean, from the top to the bottom of that roster, everybody was locked, loaded, and spraying jumpers.
All right, let's set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. On the court for Indiana, they've got Paul George, Al Jefferson out there with Young. Then it's Ellis, and it's Teague in a point. And so the Milwaukee Bucks get the first points of the ballgame. Screen by Jefferson. Young. On the right side. Fires the three. Milwaukee with the rebound. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
Their percentage from long range in that game was off the charts. It seemed like anytime the fans got a little hostile, they just started to take it up a notch from beyond.
The bombs were really falling, weren't they? I mean, great shooting, especially when you consider it was on the road.
Shot clock at 2. Shoots. Carter Williams can't get it to go. Well, guys, no secret that Al Jefferson has never been known for his defense. Clark, mostly viewed as an offensive player.
Yeah, he really is strong down in the low post. But last season, Jefferson went out of his way to change that no defense perception of it.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Paul George making his last shot. Moments ago, our Doris Burke had a chance to catch up with the coach, Frank Vogel. Doris?
We discussed their game plan defensively, and he mentioned that controlling Greg Monroe will be crucial. He said Monroe is a guy who can score inside, rebounds well, and his passing really sets him apart. Their offense runs best when it goes through his hands, so pressuring him and staying vigilant is essential for us. Guys, can they slow him down?
Thank you, Doris. Here's Carter Williams. Paul George making his last shot. Carter Williams releases from the wing and drills it. And the Pacers with possession here. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
They were just locked really in a zone from a team defense standpoint, and nobody ever got stuck on an island. There was always somebody providing help, and the communication was tremendous.
And that was the key, Greg, the community work. You can't play good rotating defense if you're not communicating and on the same page. They were doing all of that at a high level.
Matthew Dellavedova has checked in for the Bucks. Carter Williams dishes to Antetokounmpo. And yes, sir, that one drops.
And he's starting to get what he wants here early and often. Nice move.
T kicks to Ellis. Back to T. Down low. And finished off by Jefferson.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
Parker outside. And the three ball is good. Parker's got his first 3 points of the game.
He can be a weapon if he gets going early from long range.
George with no one around. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Bucks leading by 3. Got that bucket in no time at all. Carter Williams has got 5 now.
And guarding him on the perimeter isn't a priority for them right now, but if this continues, it will be.
Here's George. That's good, and so Teague with the assist. 6 points here for George. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Antetokounmpo against George. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. Shot's good.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there, and I'm sure he appreciated it.
Really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack against the big fella.
You know, Greg, aggressiveness is really the only option when you're on the wrong side of the size equation.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low, and I really thought he would be.
And you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation, but, boy, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
Here's Carter Williams after the made shot from Monte Ellis. 6 to shoot. Pulls it up. And it's another Milwaukee shot right there going in.
And Jason Kidd has seen a lot of things in his first few years of coaching. Already changed teams once and had some personnel issues, but you cannot deny that he knows how to get the most out of his team.
And with Kidd, the results on the floor, Greg, speak for themselves. He knows what he wants out of his players, Clark, and he keeps them accountable.
And, you know, having that accountability is what made the Bucks so much better last season. Kidd is still a very young head coach, but I tell you what, he's shown me a bright future in that capacity for himself.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Henson's checked in for Monroe. Mirza Teletovic comes in for Jabari Parker. The mayor is checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo, and Kobe is subbed in for Carter Williams. And here's Lawson following the three-pointer by Kobe Bryant. Here's Dellavedova. That's in, coming off an assist from Bryant.
They're allowing a sky-high field goal percentage. That won't get it.
Not at all, Clark. You rarely see a team surrender points this easily. They have got to do better.
Lawson. Bryant with the rebound.
Excellent. Really solid job, actually, by the defense to get in his way as he was going up for that one.
That's good.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
That's got to be job number one right now. Nothing easy on the inside.
And once again off the mark by Indiana. Turner with the steal. Ellis, the pass to Hill. Lawson drives in. And once again off the mark by Indiana.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
And Bryant slams it in.
And a huge lead here early to start.
Well, you know, right from the tip, there's not anything they haven't done well so far.
There's 53 seconds left here in the first quarter. Outside Hill. Kobe against Ellis. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. Here's Bryant. It's good. Only a few seconds into the shot clock. Bryant's got 9 points.
Coach needs to do something to get his team back on D to put an end to these fast break points.
I mean, they are getting run out of the gym. That's 4 straight baskets now in transition.
Ahead. Got a piece of it. Out to the wing, to the inside. And Zaletovic kicks to Bryant. And another 3 for Milwaukee.
And it's like raining buckets right now. I wonder if this is the early stages of a blowout.
Well, we've got to be careful. Don't want to get ahead of ourselves just yet. But it has been pretty ugly so far, no doubt about that.
Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. Bucks lead by 19. And we'll get going after this from... And we heard from John Henson before the game, a player on the rise. He feels he still has a lot to prove. Well, it sounds like he still feels like he has something to prove, Greg, but seems to me he's already known for being that kind of guy.
Yeah, that's a great point. Anybody who plays against him knows he looks plenty strong when you're banging with him. But if he needs to push and motivate himself by playing with a chip on his shoulder, well, a lot of guys have gone a long, long way in this league using that method.
And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Bucks?
They've made the commitment to get out and run, and it's paid off with some highlight reel plays in transition.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnovers.
Antetokounmpo out there with Vaughn. Then there's Mirza Teletovic. Then there's Parker. And it's Monroe in at the center, locking down the middle. So that's who Milwaukee starts the second with.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Well, the defensive rotations, Greg, have been a step slow, and it's really helped them get that ball inside time after time.
You know, no doubt last year a bit of a loss for Paul George. I mean, had to sit out most of it after that gruesome leg injury in the Team USA scrimmage.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
Can't hit from the elbow.
Most of the time, that shot will go down. Boy, the defenders have to make sure they tag him.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. Expanding his range. And another 3 for Milwaukee. And thinking back on George's injury, still a very graphic image in everyone's mind, but he was able to bounce back.
Yeah, it was great to see him get some game time before the end of the season after that horrific injury. Credit to him working as hard as he did, as well as to the training staff that got him back to be able to play before the end of the season.
Vasquez, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Carter Williams comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Jefferson's checked in for Indiana. Teague with a clean look. They get it back. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. That one on Monroe. Indiana shooting their first free throws of the game.
And in terms of team numbers, the free throw percentage is right at 74.
Guys, their free throw shooting has slipped a bit since last year, but not really to the point where they should be overly concerned about it.
The Bucks making a switch here. Ennis is checked in, so he gets them both. Thaddeus Young provides a lot of things, Clark. Solid on both ends of the floor. You can plug him into almost any lineup and make it work.
Yeah, he's an ideal basketball player because of his versatility. I think that's one of his greatest strengths. Not only can he play the 3 or 4, he can go inside and outside, too.
Here's Carter Williams. In the game against Orlando, very impressive. And good on the basket. Book it.
The D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been of the three-point variety.
And you need the defense to stop the bleeding.
Nice pass that time. What excellent vision by Jeff Teague out there.
And guys, when you talk about Thaddeus Young, last year was another solid season for him. Excellent job finishing around the rim as usual. Solid rebounding numbers, but still trying to improve his consistency from the 3. He started the season strong in that department and kind of fell off a bit at the end.
Milwaukee leading by 20. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. The drive by Monroe, and down it goes, jamming that one home.
Haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
Man, Thaddeus Young, he's really entering the prime of his career right now at age 27. Hard to believe he's now in his 9th season. Only spent 1 year in college. Still plenty of room to grow.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. John Henson's checked in for Monroe. The mayor comes in for Mirza Teletovic. Kobe's checked in for Michael Carter-Williams. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Tyler Ennis. A shot by Lawson, wide open. And again, it's Indiana.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
Bryant, and it's good, assisting on the play with Dellavedova. Dellavedova's got 3 assists now in this one.
Almost uncontested. I mean, it's nice to be able to add to the lead without having to really work for it.
Young dishes to T. And he sinks the shot coming off the strong pick.
The offense really coming around here in the second.
It's about rhythm, Clark. They're up above 50% now for the game, and you'll take that on any night. And defensively, there's still some work, though, they're going to have to shore up.
The 11-footer, and Henson sends it back.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass. His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
Leans from outside. That's good. Parker's got 5.
That was a tremendous shot, off balance, and the defense just draped all over him.
And Jabari Parker is a rookie, drafted number 2 overall behind Andrew Wiggins. Clark, there was much debate about which of these players, which of these prospects would be better NBA players. What do you think?
Well, I think both showed they're very capable of being stars in the league. Parker got off to a great start, averaging 30 minutes a game until, unfortunately, he had the ACL injury. And Wiggins, conversely, went on to have a big-time season, winning Rookie of the Year.
Well, that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, nice job there, Greg. Recognizing the opportunity was there to push it, and then excellent execution.
And when you compare Wiggins and Parker, really 2 different types of players. I mean, Wiggins has that unmatchable athleticism. Parker beats you with an incredible skill and passion. Also, tremendous maturity for such a young player.
And so he hits both.
And, you know, going back to Parker versus Wiggins, guys, I mean, that debate could last a long time. Both guys have the look of perennial all-stars. It could be the number of championship rings that ultimately separates them.
And Antetokounmpo gets it to go.
And that's going to increase the field goal percentage even more. They have a huge edge in that category.
And that's because they've been playing smart basketball. I mean, they've been very patient offensively, and their shot selection has been superb.
That's good.
They're having much more success here in the second after missing on a few chances that they had earlier. They've locked in and zoned in here now.
Here's the mayor. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. The mayor's got his second basket of the game.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
And here they come. The fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
And guys, this has not been a season to remember for him at the free throw line, certainly to this point.
They need this. That's good for Miles on the assist from Monte Ellis. Ellis has got his third assist on the night.
I really like the fact that he's getting the touches he needs here after not scoring a single point in that first quarter.
Henson the pass to Vasquez. Here's Vaughn. Teague covering. Now in the scoring column with that deuce.
Good evening. Evening and welcome to the NBA Draft. pick in the NBA Draft, the New Orleans Pelicans select the 19-year-old point guard from North Carolina State University.
T-Pain.
Got a fresh line up, yeah, fresh outfit. About to have the parking lot on smash. Plus I got a Chevy with a 454 in the hood.
The Bruins leading by 4. Taking a look at the Hoyas. Towns in at shooting guard. And it's Wilson in at the 3 spot. Now here is Starks. Defended by Harkless. Stolen by Joseph. Fast break. Here we go. Harkless kicks to Joseph. Tries from 10. And nothing but hair on that one. Starks outside, feeds it to Thomas. From 10 feet out, the shot is off. And we're We're through the first half of basketball here, and what's been... And the second half of basketball is about to get underway, folks. Welcome back to this broadcast of college basketball here on 2K Sports.
Guys, we had a tight game through the first half. I think we'll see more of the same coming out of the break.
And it's just going to take one big run for one of these teams to establish control. If Freak can get hot, his team has a great chance of coming away with the victory.
So on the floor for UCLA, Campbell is out there with Looney. Then it's Fresh. Then there's Free. And it's Robertson at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Hard to watch UCLA and not think of the Wizard of Westwood, John Wooden. Not just his impact on the school, but his place in the history of basketball. He helped put college basketball on the map in a big way. One thing with Freak that we know is he makes sure he gets his shots up no matter what. One way or another, he's going to get his workout in, and that's why so many are confident that he'll continue to improve.
Part of it is that he has a twin sister who actually taught him how to play ball. She helped him develop his game and become the player he is today. Pretty nice to have a sibling willing to help you develop your skill set on the court.
Now here's Towns. He has 5. Here's Free. He kicks it to Roberts. That's a floater go. Well, Georgetown has been such a pillar of East Coast basketball for so long. Really one of the universities on the East Coast.
Yeah, you know, that's exactly right. A really rich tradition in men's basketball for the Hoyas. And they've been a competitive presence on the college basketball landscape going back to the 70s.
Now here's what UCLA is going with on the floor. Irving comes in for Looney, and Porter subbed in for Fresh. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something, you're right.
Offensively, he can be the engine that drives them at any given time.
And for the Hoyas, they really are one of the defining members of their conference. Hard to think about hoops in the Washington, D.C. area without thinking about the Hoyas. The blue and gray they wear is really just iconic.
Felix kicks to Hudson. Pass to Towns. And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket.
And you know, the Hoyas only have one college tournament title in their history. They won it all in 1984 and then returned in 85 to the title game only to be upset by Villanova.
Johnson the screen. Here's Porter. It's deflected. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Harkless dishes to Towns. Porter with the steal. Here's Morris. Finished off the break.
And now that's how you start a fast break and how you finish it.
Harkless with it. Nelson with a screen on Starks.
Move the ball.
The shot by Harkless, no good.
You know, he can be a little hesitant near the rim. We saw it there. If the defense offers just a little bit of resistance, he doesn't take it up quite strong enough.
Taking a look at the Hoyas. Towns, he's in at shooting guard. Nelson is out there with Hodges. And it's Felix in at the small forward position. Hodges with a screen on Starks. Now here's Harkless. The shot, no good. Johnson with the defensive effort. Starks outside, passes it to Morris. Lets it go with the 3. Here's Johnson, kept alive. That's over Towns. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and will make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see. You know, it's been a bad day for them at the line today as a whole, and far too often that's the case for this team.
Now here's what UCLA is going with on the floor. Looney's checked in for Irving. Campbell comes in for Morris. Fresh is checked in for Porter. And Free subbed in for Starks. Trice kicks to Price. Hoyas moving the ball around. Hudson the pass to Towns. Goes back up. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Bruins.
Guys, they've done a nice job of drawing countless fouls in this game, and as a result, they've gotten a ton of points at the line.
Yeah, well, also, they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long.
The Bruins making a switch here. Roberts checked in.
Boy, he'd sure like to have that miss back. Hard to chip away at a lead when you're leaving freebies at the line.
Here's Free. Pass to Fresh. To the wing on the left. From deep. And the basket by Free. And UCLA leads by 10. Free's gone 50% from the arc. 1 of 2. Out to the right wing. Price dishes to Towns. 1:19 left in the second half of basketball. Looking to get it going. Comes up empty down low.
With the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be. Firmly in control of this game.
And no doubt about it, rebounding is an effort stat, folks. They've been more determined than their opponent thus far. And you see a lot of players who are very talented play with a me-first approach. That is not the case with Free. He doesn't try and attract.
I get it 365, 12 months, 24/7. Gotta get it, I need it steady. No one give it all I give. They don't love us, they just love it how we live. How we live. How we live. How we live. They don't love us, they just love it how we live. 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 See, they don't love us, they just love it how we live. 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 They don't love us, they just love it how we live.
You was never around, had to hold it down. We the youngest, we was thugging, you was never found. What's that feeling? I'm the realest. All them nights I had to struggle trying to find some dinner. They don't really love me, they not really for me. When I die, is you gon' show up to the ceremony? I just bought a Bentley, just to bet you Christian Louboutin to make a switch religion. I'm not stupid, baby, but the mansion is. Me and Benji are related like we're relatives. Brought the millions in. Go and get it, I'm the shit and don't need no laxative.
I get it 365, 12 months, 24/7. Gotta get it, I need it steady. No one give it all I give. They don't love us, they just love it how we live. How we live. How we live. How we live. They don't love us, they just love it how we live. 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 See, they don't love us, they just love it how we live. 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 How we live.
my watch broke. I know. It's a cold world, but we got coats. We grinding to make it. Yes. We shining, they hate. Yes. We ball till we fall. Every dime is a flavor. I'm signed to the pavement. I'm crossing them over. I'm backing them down. Standing tall like a soldier. These players can't hold us. It's the winner's race. Eating with Ken and Ace at a table, no dinner plates. We the best, get it straight. What's the problem, baby? Raised out of Harlem, baby. What's driving my mama crazy? They ain't trying to give it, so I gotta go get it. Harder than ever to
I
live.
get it 365, 12 months, 24/7. Gotta get it, I need it steady. No one give it all I give. They don't love us, they just love it. How we live, how we live, how we live, how we live. They don't love us, they just love it. How we live, how we live, how we live, how we live, how we live. Say they don't love us, they just love it. How we live, how we live. How we live, 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 and they don't love her, they just love her. How we live. Have faith a minute, but put your trust in nobody. Yeah. I said have faith a minute, but put your trust in nobody. Have faith a minute, put your faith in nobody. I done been around, halfway around the globe, probably still ain't met nobody that seem picture perfect. We all buy lies, depends on the purchase. You can't walk a mile in my shoes, cause I'm steady running like water can't break. Let's just buy a pregnant woman. So I had to earn life, road to the riches, wouldn't change it for the turnpike. I get it 365, 12 months, 24/7.